The McKinney fire in Northern California has now burned over 56,000 acres, is still at 0% containment, and there are still some evacuation orders in place. Now, when it comes to the satellite imagery today, first thing I notice, much less smoke activity over the fire than what we were seeing in previous days, and then we also see these thunderstorms pop up, which is something that we have seen over the last couple days, and is actually something that we're seeing right now. When it comes to thunderstorms and wildfire, there's two sides of the coin. It can lead to gusty, erratic winds over 50 miles per hour that lead to rapid fire spread and dangerous firefighting conditions. Or, which is something what we've seen on the McKinney fire, it can lead to some rainfall, which brings some moisture into the fuels, slows that fire spread down, and actually makes the job easier on firefighters. Now, when it comes to where the current heat activity is on this fire, looks like we're still picking up some on that northern edge, although I will say a disclaimer, that's just a rough estimate of where that hotspot activity is being picked up by satellites. Now, the good news when it comes to that heat on the northern edge is that that is burning into the 2014 beaver burn scar, so some of the fuel should be reduced in that area, and that should help to slow some growth right there. And then also when we look at structures, key spot that I've been concerned about is Wairika down on the southeastern portion of this fire. You notice not as much heat activity there. And when it comes to Wairika, we have this ridge line between the fire and Wairika, and they do have some great lines put in place there to protect the city if we do still see some growth, although it has been reduced over the last couple of days. Now, when it comes to the fire weather forecast for the McKinney fire, we do still have this red flag warning in place through tonight because of that thunderstorm activity. Key concern there is that the gusty winds could fan some of the flames, but even bigger concern is that new lightning could start new fires, and that's something that we'll just have to continue to watch. And for a more in-depth forecast, you can go to Holt Hanley Wildfire Forecasting on YouTube.